Have a good trip.
Well, this is it. We're heading out of Fort Lauderdale. Got some a lot of traffic around here, giving us some nice big wake.
It's up?
Yeah.
Go. Come on, Belgium, come on! Peace. Football. The ocean. That could be worse, huh?
Could be worse.
Guys, I don't know if you noticed there's a sunset over there.
He's bright, so look at him.
Yeah. Gonna hold it up again?
So hold it far away from you, this way it looks bigger.
We got the wide angle lens on for maximum effect. Alright, well it's Friday the 10th of August and we left Florida on Sunday, so that means we're getting to our 6th day of sailing now on this transatlantic, hopefully, passage. It's morning, I'm on watch, and we've had a very good trip so far. We've had a variety of conditions, but a couple of things have remained consistent. One of those is the heat. It's been very, very hot, especially inside the boat, but also in the sun, and very hard to escape the heat, even at night, so that's made it difficult to sleep. And we're all looking forward to getting a little bit further north, where it's not quite so hot all the time, although we may miss it in a few days. In fact, this morning is the first morning where I felt just the tiniest bit chilly in the shade here before the sun gets on me. So that's promising. A few more days we'll probably have to dig out the jumpers and sweaters and foul weather gear. The other thing that's been consistent so far is the Gulf Stream. We've been in this very strong current almost the entire time, and it's been amazing. We've been making sort of 8 to 11 knots most of the time, which is well beyond what this boat normally sails at. So it's been sort of at least 2 knots, sometimes up to 3.5, 4 knots of current with us. So that's been giving us a really welcome boost. We're still in it, we're still riding it. It's very rare that you sort of get that sort of favourable current for such a duration so consistently. I'm used to tidal currents more, where you might sometimes have even more speed than that, but 6 hours later you're going to lose it going back the other way. And it's not that strong out in open ocean. So that's been great, and we're going to try and stay in the Gulf Stream. Most of our sort of weather routing decision-making process on our route has been so far basically just based on staying in the Gulf Stream. We are more or less also secondarily trying to follow the Great Circle route, which is the shortest route between 2 points on the Earth. And because of the way that maps are made, or charts, on a flat piece of paper, there's always some distortion because mapping a round thing onto a flat thing, you need to squish some bits and expand some bits out, basically. So the shortest route between 2 points on most map projections or chart projections will often look like a curve, when in fact on a globe you would see that it's actually a straight line. But that's why it might look like we're going quite far north in our route compared to what looks like a straight line. Actually, we are following a straight line in the real world. Now, it's been really nice having a full crew on Tally-Ho. We've been able to do a lot more sail changes than I normally would on my own or with Marit. So we've been flying the topsails quite a lot when we've had light winds, and also just getting some more rest for longer periods with a good crew who can keep an eye on things. We've had a couple of little issues so far. With the boat, nothing major, but the washdown pump broke. I did manage to get that fixed. Took it apart and found out, well, first of all, broke it further by breaking one of the magnets by trying to tap it to see if it was just a stuck brush in the motor. Actually broke the magnet. Really silly. I think I was a bit tired. But anyway, so fixed that. We had to glue the magnet back together inside the motor, and then subsequently found the actual problem, which was just the pressure switch took that apart, and some of the contacts had just got dirty from cycling on and off so many times. So that's working. The other latest issue, which just happened last night, is a very small tear in the mainsail, which is a little bit more of a problem, but it's not going to be a big one. We can fix it. It happened while we were reefing. Not quite sure how or why. Part of the sail must have just got pinned or caught while we were pulling in the reef clue line, and there's a lot of purchase on that tackle that pulls in the bottom aft sail of the corner, the clue. But right now it seems pretty stable. It's not getting any bigger or anything. It's just sort of on the leech, just on the edge of a patch. And so we're going to wait till it gets a little bit lighter. The conditions, which should happen later today or tomorrow. We'll bring it in. We'll bring part of the sail down, and we'll repair it, fix it with sail tape and stitching. In terms of what our days actually look like, we're doing a 2 on 6 off watch schedule. So you're on watch for 2 hours in the cockpit, actively checking the instruments and the sails and adjusting the course if necessary. And that does include a lot of course adjustments, because we're usually sailing to a wind angle and the wind is always changing slightly, so we're always adjusting our course. And then sometimes we jibe to go in a different direction to get a better wind angle, or to follow the Gulf Stream. The wind has mostly been behind us, so we've mostly been jibing. I don't think we've tacked yet, but probably jibing a few times a day, maybe reefing once or twice a day, or shaking out a reef on average. Also on watch, of course, you're looking out for other vessels, and there's a few other checks, checking the autopilot bracket and various other things, checking for chafe, engine checks if the engine's on, that kind of thing. Then after 2 hours you're relieved of your watch, but for the next 2 hours you're on standby. So if that person on watch needs anything, then you're the first person they'll come and get, or wake up for a sail change or something like that, or for a decision. Although we're nearly 6 days in, we're still really pretty close to the coast of the United States, because that Great Circle route and the Gulf Stream take us really quite far north, and turns out the States is a massive country. So 6 days in, and we're sort of parallel with Washington DC, I think. Haven't reached New York yet. Coming up from Florida, of course, so you know, it gives a sense of scale of how big this country is and how big this journey is. 6 days in, going 9-10 knots a lot of the time, making really good speed, and we're still very close to the States. We still don't really feel like we've actually started the transatlantic part of the trip yet, in a way. And yeah, we've got many days to go. We're certainly not guaranteed, well, certainly won't be making this sort of speed the whole way across. But anyway, this was just a quick update. I'll be trying to do some more filming of our sort of day-to-day lives with the actual crew, and I'll be filming probably at least part of the repair of the sail, so I'll try and get that up in a few days. But until then, thanks a lot for watching, and a massive thank you to everyone who has donated or otherwise supported this project. It does make a huge difference. It means that I'm able to live on, sail on, and maintain this boat, and means I'm able to make these videos, so I really appreciate it. See you soon. Cheers.